Hi guys! Okay, so, sorry I'm a day late. I had a nice weekend with Joshua, so one, didn't want to leave you with awkward videos. Two, whew, two, didn't want to have to rush it really quick at like 10 at night and be like, hi, okay, this is what's on my life, and bye. Big thing happened in my life, actually. I came to this college as, in my mind, thinking I was going to be a communications and marketing double major. And through taking a business course and other general education courses that I needed to take, including communications, but I've realized that I love communications. I do. And that's something that not only is it something I enjoy, it's something that's very valuable in life. It's a very valuable skill. No matter what job you want to go into, you always need good communication. You always need to know how to talk to people, how to present yourself, and I didn't realize this when I took the course, but it's how to analyze situations to realize how to talk to people and what you should say, what you shouldn't say. When you're giving a speech, how to communicate to people. When you're being very informal, how to say things. It's helping me say this video to you right now, because it's not just going to you, it's going on YouTube, which is, the entire world can look it up. I love communication. I'm not dropping that. I love it. However, I don't like marketing. And I came to the realization that the reason I became a marketing major is because after DECA, when I competed, which I loved, that was our section that we competed in was marketing communications. What I loved about it was the communication aspect. And I had to take a problem that was presented to me and communicate it as effectively as I could to get me the points to progress in the competition. That's what I liked. Plus, I'm competitive, so I kind of wanted to win. But the marketing aspect itself, DECA is not real life, and neither is a high school class. It gives you little tidbits of information of what it might be, but it's not real life. It's not a college class. It's not what I'm actually going to do in my life with that job if I were going to do that. And I can't, I had such a struggle with this. I don't know, a lot of turmoil was going on with me, and a lot of breakdowns, a lot of feeling inadequate in that aspect. And, I'm not a business mind. So, I'm actually switching to a psychology major. And the reason being, the two subfields that I'm really looking into right now are clinical psychology and counseling psychology, because I want to do that. I want to have people with mental, emotional, behavioral issues, people who just need help in their life. And do you know adolescence, our age to young adulthood, is the only the only area that has the most depression, the most suicide thoughts, the most anxiety, the most schizophrenia, the most mental issue. That's where everything comes. That's where everything arises from. And I mean, we know that firsthand. We know people who've been depressed. We know people who've tried to commit suicide. We know people who became different people through adolescence, and maybe because they didn't know how to handle something. And I mean, you hear these horrible things on the news. Like, my cousin Olivia called me and told me about another shooting that happened, but this time it was in a middle school, and this time a student shot a teacher. Why does that happen? Because somebody snaps. Because somebody doesn't know how to handle what's going on around them anymore, and maybe there's nobody there that's willing to help them. I think our generation brushes it off, where depression is so accepted as something that exists, and suicide is so accepted as something that exists, that sometimes people forget it's an issue that you need to fix, that you need to do something about. And no, every single person in my life hasn't had a problem. But there are very prominent people in my life who have had depression, who've come to me, and I've had to talk them out of killing themselves that night. I want to do that with my life so that other people don't have to, if that makes sense. I'm not willing to let another high school kid, to let another college kid, to let anybody have their life taken by suicide because of depression, because of anxiety, because of maybe their mental issue, because of emotional problems that they're having, because of things that are happening in their environment. I'm not going to let that happen. And I'm not going to let them snap and hurt somebody else. That innocent teacher died. Why? Because a student had an issue. It wasn't resolved. I don't know the details. All I know is this kid suffered from something, and either nobody helped him or he didn't know who could. That's a problem. As a marketing major, I'm selling things to people. As a psychology major, I can help people live in the fields that I want to go into. And I think that's a much, much better option and much better way to utilize my time. I can't even tell you how thankful I am to have parents and a university that support me so much to the point where I'm sitting on my bed crying because I don't know what to do with my life and I'm scared and I'm frustrated. And I have all these options in front of me. But I want to do this. And it's something that I'm passionate about, and I can't see it being work because I'm gonna love it. So sorry, this was a really deep, emotional video, but that's what happened in my life, and I felt like you guys should know. And I hope that you guys are as passionate and as excited about your majors and what you can do with it as I am, because that's what going to college is about. I mean, some people can look at it and just be like, the only reason I'm doing this is so I can get a job. The only reason I'm getting a college degree is because nobody can get a job without a high school degree. True, but you gotta love what you're doing too. Don't just pay thousands of dollars to get any degree. Pay so you can get your degree that you want to do stuff with, that you can do stuff with, that you're good at. So you can go out into the world and be like, look, I'm kicking ass here. Alright? Sorry, this is probably going to be really long. Yeah, probably going to be really long. But, I feel the need to say it, and I think it needs to be heard. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next weekend.